Before you start any new exercise program, including Prana Power Yoga, please consult your doctor. If you are pregnant, nursing, or have an existing medical condition, please consult your doctor before doing this practice. If you feel lightheaded, nauseous, or dizzy during this practice, please take child's pose and rehydrate. While drinking water, make sure that your water has electrolytes in it. Have the best practice ever. Namaste.
Hi, I'm Taylor Wells. Welcome to Best Life Ever. I'm so happy you're here. Today we're going to practice Prana Power Yoga, a magical practice that will transform your body, your mind, and your whole life. All you have to do is show up to your mat, set an intention, and breathe. Do your best with breath and rest when you need to, always listening to your body. Have the best practice ever and create the best life ever with this practice. Namaste. So we're going to start out in ragdoll. So step to the front of your mat and bring your feet about hips width apart. Now whenever you want to modify throughout this entire practice, always listen to your body. So I'm just a guide. So feet about hips width apart and hinge forward at your hips. Bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. Relax your neck, relax your jaw, and just begin to breathe in and out through your nose. So that's called Ujjayi breath. So in through your nose and out through your nose. And you make a little bit of a sound like an ocean wave as you exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So all your facial muscles are relaxed, your forehead is relaxed. You're just beginning to ground down into the earth. So feeling the four corners of your feet grounding down and feeling the earth energy coming up through your feet. And see that energy as a color. The color is red, so that's a red grounding energy. And just beginning to let go of all the vicissitudes of your mind. So all the thoughts and all the worries just begin to slowly melt away. Now gently shake your head from left to right and then up and down. Good. Now release your hands down to the earth, slightly in front of your feet for Uttanasana. So your head is heavy. You can bend your knees more if you need to. And then as you inhale, rock your body weight forward. And as you exhale, rock your body weight back. Good. Inhale, rock forward. And then exhale, rock back. And then go ahead at your own pace, so always finding your own rhythm. Okay, this is a very important lesson from your yoga practice, is to listen from within and to honor that. So honor that intuition, honor what feels right now in this moment, no matter what anyone else says. That takes practice. Good. Now come back to center, press your palms very flat down onto your mat, spread your fingertips wide so your hands are like pancakes on a griddle, flat. And step your feet back for downward facing dog. Down dog. So in downward dog, your body forms an inverted V and your thighs squeeze and you press your heart back. So you're pressing your heart back towards the back of your mat. And go ahead and walk out your downward dog. So bend one knee and bend the other. And as you do so, scan your body and notice, where am I holding on today? So where can I send a little bit more breath, a little bit more energy, a little bit more healing? Because you can heal your body and your mind. It's just practice. Now bend both knees and come on up to your tippy toes. So bringing your sits bones high, creating a lot of length through your spine. And then exhale your heels down toward the mat. It never matters if they touch. Okay, what matters is your intention. Good. Now keep your feet where they are, but spin both heels to the left. Good. Now come back to center and spin your heels to the right. Good. Now back to center and inhale to high push-up position. So your hands are directly under your shoulders. You're drawing your belly in and up. That's called Uddiyana Bandha. To modify this, if this is too much to start or even for years, bring your knees down to the earth. Good. Now exhale forward and down for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Your tops of your feet press here. Heart is open. Shoulders back. And then exhale, downward facing dog. So using your belly, Uddiyana. And breathe here. Okay, so setting your gaze on one spot is called your drishti. And that's a Sanskrit word that means focus. And as you learn how to focus on your yoga mat during your yoga practice, you will have unbelievable focus out in your life. Now take one more big breath in. Really fill your body with breath and light. Exhale everything out to empty. Then bend your knees a lot. Look forward and take little steps to the front of your mat. Bring your big toes together and inhale to a flat back to lengthen your spine. Long flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale again to a flat, long spine. Good. Exhale, fold down. Now bend your knees a lot. Tuck your chin into your chest and then slowly roll up to standing, one vertebra at a time. So your head comes up last. Mountain pose. Arms by your sides. Squeezing your thighs. Crown of your head reaches up towards the sky. Tucking your tail under, drawing your belly in and up, Uddiyana Bandha. Good. Now inhale, sweep your arms high. And exhale and swan dive forward. Inhale to a flat back, a lot of length. Exhale to high push-up. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. And then breathe here. So again, setting your gaze on one spot, that's your drishti, and coming back again and again to that spot. Breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your nose, and spreading your shoulder blades apart. Good. Now one more big breath in, really fill up. And then exhale to empty everything out. Bend your knees, look up, jump or walk forward. Big toes together. Inhale to a flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold down. Now inhale, sweep high, reach for the stars. Good. Exhale and swan dive forward with soft knees. Good. Breathe in to a flat back, a lot of length. Breathe out to low push-up. Breathe in to Urdhva Mukha, upward dog, and breathe out to Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Good. And you're back here in downward dog again. Now, with time, downward dog will be a resting pose. But sometimes it's just not enough, or maybe at the very beginning it's a little tough on your shoulders, or you're just building your strength. So there's always child's pose to rest. So for child's pose, bring your knees to the edges of your mat and your big toes together, and then just fold forward. So at any time when you need to rest, come to this pose throughout this practice, throughout this 60-minute Prana Power Yoga practice. And let's say one day you show up to your mat and you have a cold, or you didn't sleep a lot last night, or something's going on and you're kind of off. Feel free to take this for the whole practice. This is yoga, okay? As long as you're breathing, this is yoga. If you show up to your mat and you go through this whole flow, but your mind is elsewhere and you're not breathing your Ujjayi breath, that's not yoga. So I'm more interested in you breathing and staying focused. All right, now press your palms flat, curl your toes under, and press your hips back and up to downward facing dog. And take a huge breath in. So really fill your body up with the light and the breath. And then exhale it all out. Bend your knees, look forward, walk or jump to the front. Big toes together. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep high, reach up and a little bit back, a baby back bend. And exhale in, fold forward. Breathe in to a long spine. Breathe out to chaturanga, low push-up. Breathe in to upward facing dog. And then breathe out to downward facing dog. Breathing here. So let the top of your head drop down. So don't crank on your neck. Palms flat, pressing your heart back. Really squeezing your thighs. Remember, it doesn't matter if those heels ever touch, but that's your intention. So intention is super important on your yoga mat and in your life. Okay, so you can do the exact same action, but have a different intention and you will get a completely different result. Take a big breath in, fill. Exhale, empty. Bend your knees, look forward, walk or jump to the front. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep up, reach for the stars. Exhale, swan dive with grace. Good, breathe into a flat back. Low push-up, exhale. Inhale to open your heart. And exhale to press your hips high. Good, and just breathe. Okay, so you've already done the most challenging part of this practice, which is showing up. You showed up, you're on your mat, it's all set now. Okay, I tell my kids that 99% of life is showing up with an open heart and an open mind. Okay, so you've already done that. Congratulations. Take one more big breath in, fill. Exhale, empty. Bend your knees, look forward, hop or walk to the front. Big toes together. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold down. Now, bend your knees, drop your hips, and sweep your arms to the sky for Utkatasana. Good, so your big toes and your heels are together unless you're modifying. Rotating your pinky fingers in and fanning your fingertips. This is lightning pose. Energy shooting out from your fingertips. Tail is tucked. And breathing. This is challenging, I know. Breathe. Dip down one more inch. Take a huge breath in. And then exhale and fold forward. Nice work. Breathe into a flat back, a lot of length. Breathe out to low push-up, a lot of strength. Breathe in to upward facing dog. And breathe out to downward facing dog. Now, step your right foot forward and spin your left heel flat and inhale your arms high for warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Good, so your back foot is on an angle, pointing towards the left corner of your mat so that your belly button can shine to the front of your mat. Reaching up with your fingertips, fanning your fingertips, and then stacking your knee right over your ankle and sneaking it towards your baby toe. Good, now feel the four corners of your feet grounding down into the earth. Feeling that earth energy coming up through your feet again. See the color is red. And feel that ground you and calm you. Now clasp your hands up above your head. Inhale, look up, take a baby back bend. Breathing into the front line of your body, opening it up, so lighting it up. Good, one more big breath in, fill. Exhale to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale to downward facing dog. You're doing great. Now step your left foot forward, spin your right heel flat, and inhale your arms high, Virabhadrasana 1. So warrior of peace. So remember, you're stacking that knee right over your ankle and you're sneaking it towards that baby toe. It likes to sneak in a little bit. Belly button shines to the front of your mat, drawing your belly in and up, the Uddiyana Bandha. Fingertips alive. Feeling the back edge of your back foot grounding down into the earth. Feeling that earth energy. Good, now clasp your fingertips up above your head. Inhale, look up, a baby back bend. lighting up the front line of your body. One more big breath in. Exhale, down to the earth, low push-up. Now breathe in, upward dog, pause. Look over your left shoulder. Palms flat, shoulders back, back to center. Right shoulder, back to center, and downward dog, exhale. Good, so let that head be heavy. Frequently, students are cranking on their necks, crinkling their forehead, gritting their teeth, clenching their jaw. Just notice if you're doing these things and try to relax. Okay, so this is a practice. Frequently, what you do on your yoga mat is what you're doing out in your life, so just notice, without judgment, notice. Now take one more big breath in, fill your body with the light. Exhale, empty, look forward, hop or walk to the front. Inhale to a flat back, exhale, fold down. Good, bend your knees, drop your hips and sweep your arms to the sky, Utkatasana. Your tail is tucked, thighs are squeezing, belly in and up. Exhale and fold forward, so let's flow. Inhale, flat back, low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now right foot steps, warrior one, sweep high. Exhale down, low push-up. Use your breath. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now left foot steps, warrior one, using your breath. Low plank, breathe it all out. Let it go, begin again. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps again, warrior one. Flow and breathe. Yes, you can. Low push up, breathe it all out. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, light and easy. Breathe up. Low plank, breathe it all out. To begin again, cleaning the slate. Inhale, upward dog, pause. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. So breathe it all out. Set your gaze again on your drishti. And come back again and again to the breath. Okay, so this is a practice. This is a breathing practice. Shoulder blades spreading apart. Head heavy, squeezing your thighs. Take one more big breath in, fill. Exhale to empty, bend your knees, look forward, hop or walk forward. You're doing great. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Bend your knees, drop your hips and sweep your arms to the sky. Utkatasana, tail is tucked. Good. Exhale and fold forward. Breathing, inhale, lot of length. Low push-up, a lot of strength. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now right foot steps. Warrior one, sweep up. Low push-up, breathe it all out. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Flow at your own pace. Listen to your intuition. Low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps, warrior one, reach up. Now, bring your hands to your heart center and expand open to warrior two. So warrior two, hips are shining to the side of your mat. Shoulders are relaxed. Gaze is steady towards the front of your mat. So knee is stacked right over your ankle, moving towards your pinky toe. So feel your prana, your life force moving throughout your body, warming up. Now flip your front palm up to the sky and reach your fingertips high. So reversing your warrior. Breathing into the right side line of your body. So from your right baby toe up to your right pinky finger. So you're lighting this whole line of energy up like a Christmas tree. Now one more big breath in, fill. Exhale, helicopter down to low push-up. Breathe out. Inhale, upward dog, pause. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, let's take a big breath in. Don't be shy, and a sigh. You're supposed to sigh. Big breath in and a sigh. Ha. There you go. Now step your left foot forward. Spin your right heel flat and inhale your arms up. Warrior one. Bring your hands to your heart and expand open to warrior two. So feel the expansion of this pose. So feel the energy emanating out from your core, from your center, and from your heart. Shining from the inside out. So that's where all the shininess and sparkliness comes from your heart center. Remember that knee is stacked right over your ankle, sneaking towards the pinky toe. Flip your front palm up and put it in reverse. So breathing into the left sideline of your body this time. From your left baby toe all the way up to your left pinky finger, light that up. One more full breath in, reach, and then helicopter down to chaturanga. Breathe it all out. Begin again. Inhale, upward dog. Pause. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now bend your knees a lot. Come to your tippy toes, sit bones high. Lengthen that spine, creating space. Exhale your heels toward the mat. Keep your feet where they are. Spin both heels to the right. Good. Come back to center. Spin your heels to the left. Good. Back to center and stepping your feet towards each other and reach your right straight leg to the sky. Good. Toes are fanned. And then reach it 2 inches higher. I am, I will, and I can. Good. Now bend your knee and open up your hip. So we hold a lot in our hips. We hold a lot of the past. We hold a lot of pain and anguish and heartbreak. So breathe that out. And then square your hips. And as you inhale, step your right foot forward, keeping your back heel up for runner's lunge. Fingertips line up with your toes. Good. And you can either have the crown of your head reaching forward, or you can open your heart towards the front of the room. So see what feels good. It's always about what feels good. And every day will be different, so every time you step on your mat, it's going to be different. Good. Now draw your belly in and up, Uddiyana Bandha, and reach your arms to the sky, crescent lunge. Whew, beautiful. So if you feel like you're in a tightrope, your feet are too close together, you can just sneak them out a little bit. If this is too much for you, drop your left knee down to the earth. So there's always a modification. So this practice is for every body, every day. Good. Now bring your hands to your heart and take your twist. So your left elbow sneaks past your right thigh. Pressing your palms together, pressing your left heel back, squeezing your left thigh, and then make a fist with your top hand and press down. Give you some nice leverage. Good. Still feeling the earth energy coming up from your feet. Open up your wings so your left hand comes to the earth, inner or outer edge of your foot. You can also use a block if that feels better. Good. Now as you inhale, lengthen the crown of your head towards the front of your mat. As you exhale, twist open. So inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, twist. So shining your belly button to the right. So you're twisting from your core, not from your shoulders. Upper fingertips are alive. Stay with the breath. You're doing great. One more big breath in, feel. And then as you exhale, helicopter up to warrior two, using your core. A lot of core going on here. Relaxing your shoulders, face is relaxed, gaze is steady. Inhale, reverse your warrior, up and back you go. And exhale into half moon. So place your block about 12 inches approximately in front of your right baby toe. Bring your right hand to the block, the tall way, and then reach your left arm and your left leg to the sky. Okay? So just do your best with this pose and be light about it. So when you're light and easy, your life will be the same. Okay, so this is a practice. Squeezing your left thigh, fanning your fingertips and fanning your toes. One more big breath in, fill, and then like a cat, lightly step back to warrior two. Light and easy, good. Inhale, reverse, up and back you go. And then as you exhale, bring your bent right elbow to your bent right knee. Sweep your left fingertips to the sky. Uttita Parshva Konasana. Now make sure that this palm is facing up to receive. So you want to receive all the goodness that the universe is sending you, all the miracles, all the amazing things lined up right now for you when you stop resisting. Good, now stay here or place your right hand either on a block on the inside of your right foot or on the mat, and reach your left fingertips towards the front of your mat. Extending your side angle. Now tuck your right hip under and peel your left hip open. Breathing into the left side line of your body, lighting it up again from your left baby toe all the way up to your left pinky finger. See the breath moving through your body and opening where before you felt stuck and stagnant. So it's all about moving energy. Now bring your left hand back up to the sky and wrap it around your back. So grab onto wherever you can reach and then roll your left shoulder back. Let your shoulder blades melt down your back and relax every muscle on your face. Stay here, or you can work a full bind. So wherever you are in your practice, that's where you need to be. So everything is lined up perfectly. Breathing here. Good. Now take one more full breath in and bring your left hand back up to the sky. Fan your fingertips. Good. Inhale and then exhale down to low push-up. Clean the slate and begin again. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pause, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now take a big breath in and a sigh. It's really healthy to sigh, just kind of move the energy and then breathe it out. Now step your feet toward each other and reach your left straight leg to the sky. Good, your toes are fanned, so wherever you go, go with all of your heart. Confucius said that. Now reach it 2 inches higher. I am, I will, and I can. Good, now bend your knee and open that hip up. Remember, you're melting out years of pain and sorrow and holding on. Good, now squaring your hips. Inhale, step your left foot forward, keeping your back heel up into runner's lunge. So your fingertips line up with your toe tips. And you're lengthening your spine, so it's always about creating more space. Bringing the crown of your head forward or opening your heart forward. So see what feels good right now. Pressing your right heel back, squeezing your right thigh. Feeling the 4 corners of your feet grounding down into the earth. Now draw your belly in and up, Uddiyana, and reach your arms to the sky, crescent lunge. Remember, if you feel like you're on a tightrope, just scoot your feet out a bit. And to modify, the right knee can come down to the earth. Listening to your body, listening to your intuition. Good, fingertips alive. Now bring your hands to your heart chakra and twist your right elbow past your left thigh. Making a fist with the top hand, press down. Press your right heel back, squeeze your right thigh. And then open up your wings. Right hand to the earth, left hand to the sky. Inner or outer edge of your left foot. You can also use a block. Now, as you inhale, reach the crown of your head towards the front of your mat. As you exhale, twist your body open. So twisting your body clean, detoxing from the inside out. Rinsing from your core, so not from your shoulders. Breathing. So back to the breath, Ujjayi breath. Fingers fanned and alive. One more big breath in. Really fill up with that light. And then as you exhale, helicopter up to warrior 2. Expansion. So feel the expansiveness of this pose. Shiny. Shining from the inside out. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand reaches up and back, opening that side line of your body. See it shiny and bright. And then exhale into half moon. So place your block a about 12 inches in front of your left baby toe, the tall way. See what feels good. Place your left hand on your block. Reach your right arm and your right leg to the sky and squeeze your right thigh, fanning your fingertips, opening your heart to whatever the universe has in store for you today. Whoa, so breathe and believe. One more full breath in. And then as you exhale, silently step back like a cat, warrior two. Warrior two, so relaxing those shoulders, relaxing your face. So this is a practice. Inhale, reverse your warrior up and back. And then as you exhale, bring your bent left elbow to your bent left knee. Reach your right fingertips to the sky. Tita Parshva Konasana. So tucking your left hip under, peeling your right hip open, breathing. Again and again, you come back to the breath. Again and again, you notice where your thoughts are taking you and you gently draw them back to your intention. So why are you on your mat today? Stay here or drop your left hand down to the inside of your left foot to the mat or a block, and then reach your right fingertips toward the front of your mat. So here again, tucking your left hip under and peeling your right hip open, breathing into this right side line. Breathing. Stacking your knee right over your ankle and sneaking it towards your baby toe. One more big breath in, fill. And then stay here, just reach your right arm high. Wrap it around your back. Grab onto wherever you can reach, and then roll your right shoulder back. So can you stay calm in the midst of challenge? Can you breathe through the moment when things are difficult? This pose will help you to do so. You can always take a full bind if you're working with that. Take one more huge breath in, fill. As you exhale, reach your right hand to the sky. Right hand comes back up, fan your fingertips. And then release, low push up, breathe it all out. So beginning again, again, and again. Inhale, upward dog, pause. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe here. So 5 breaths here in downward dog or child's pose, so you choose. What do I need right now in this moment? Breathing, palms flat if you're in downward dog, head heavy. Focus gaze, so coming back again and again to the breath, the focus, and your intention. One more huge breath in, fill. Exhale, empty everything. Bend your knees, look forward, and walk or jump lightly. Good. Big toes are together. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, fold down. Now bend your knees, drop your hips, and sweep your arms to the sky for Utkatasana. Tail is tucked, thighs are squeezing. Lift your 10 toes up just to awaken them, so becoming aware. And then bring them back down. Bring your hands to your heart. And take your twist, your right elbow past your left thigh. Right elbow past your left thigh. Make a fist with your top hand and press. Dip your hips low, and then look down because one of your knees is sneaking forward. Usually it's the right knee. Now open up your arms, right hand down, left hand to the sky. So your palm is flat either on the earth or on a block. See what works today. Upper fingertips are alive, shining your belly button to the left. Now really dig in deep and detox. Detox and cleanse and open all those channels that are stuck and restricted. Now one more breath and exhale and fold. Oh, you're doing great. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold down. Now toe heel your feet hips width. And with your peace fingers, peace, grab onto your big toes. Palms face each other. Inhale, flat back, so a lot of length. Exhale, melt down. Uttita Padangustasana. So, this is one of my favorite poses. You're drawing the crown of your head down toward the earth. You're pulling up on your toes and you're breathing into your thighs. You can bend your knees a lot if you need to. Relax your forehead, relax your jaw. So notice, am I clenching? Where did my mind go? So you're just beginning to notice. Okay, so it's about awareness and intention. So no judgment. You're doing your best with breath. Shake your head left and shake your head right. Good. Release your toes. Toe heel your feet back together so they touch. Bend your knees, drop your hips and sweep your arms to the sky. Utkatasana, tucking that tail under. Lift those 10 toes up again. Why not? Belly in and up. Bring your toes down. Bring your hands to your heart and take your twist to the other side. Left elbow sneaks past your right thigh. You're doing great. Bring your top hand into a fist and press down into your palm. And then look down and just sneak your knees so that they're lined up. The left one likes to sneak forward here. And then open up your arms. Left hand comes down to the earth or a block, right hand to the sky. Now dip your hips as low as you can and shine your belly button to the right. So you're really digging in here, digging into your organs and your blood and cleansing them. Take one more big breath in, fill, and then exhale and fold. Oh, I know. Toe heel your feet hips width. And this time, walk your feet right onto your hands. So your toes touch your wrists. You can bend your knees a lot. Inhale to a long spine, lengthen. Exhale, melt forward. Tita Pada Hastasana. So your crown of your head is melting toward the earth, your face is relaxed, breathing. So again, back to the breath, back to your intention. So this practice will shift your life a lot. And I recommend that you do it regularly. It is a discipline. So at least 3 times a week, awesome. More, even better. This is one place where more actually is better. This practice will help you to be patient and calm and to focus and to have a lot of energy and a lot of compassion and to remember who you are. Now release your hands. Toe heel your feet together so they touch. Bend your knees, drop your hips and sweep your arms to the sky. Utkatasana. Tuck your tail under. Bring your hands to your heart and twist again. This time, right elbow past your left thigh. Open up your arms so the right hand comes down and your left hand comes high. Stay with this twist, but look down and then step your right foot back. Come into twisting crescent lunge. Good. So if you fall or wobble, who cares? Just try it again. So it's good to play your edge, fall, and try again and just smile about it. Now, draw your belly in and up, Uddiyana, and helicopter up to Warrior 2. You're doing great. Inhale, reverse your warrior, up and back you go. And then straighten your left knee on track. Breathing into the left side line of your body. So this is reverse triangle. So you're breathing from your left baby toe all the way up to your left pinky finger and really lighting that up. Opening all those lines of energy to receive. Now, reach your left fingertips forward across a very long countertop first. See all that length. And then down into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Now, most often, I see students bring their hand really far down, like onto the mat or onto a block, and they stick their glutes out. So instead, begin with your hand, bring your hand to just below your knee, just below your knee. So start out here. And then as you want to lengthen more, go for it. But you want to look flat, like you're between 2 panes of glass, like a piece of art. Now, reach your right fingertips towards the front of your mat. And breathe here, breathing into the right side line of your body, from your right baby toe all the way up to your right pinky finger, lighting it up. You can also reach with your left hand as well. That's much more core, mindful of your low back. Okay, like you're holding a big beach ball, but it's core. It does not hurt your back. Good. Now bring your right hand to the sky and let it pull you up to standing. Good. Hands on your hips. Square off to the front of the room, step your back foot in a little bit. Now, as you inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. And as you exhale, reach it forward across a long countertop. And then reach it down, placing it on the inner or outer edge of your left foot. Parivrtta Trikonasana, twisting triangle. This is my favorite pose, one of my favorites. Now bring your left hand back down on top of your right. Good. So your hips are squared. Now this is squared hips. Start out in the pose here. Feel these squared hips. And then if you can, keep your right arm down and bring your left hand to the sky. Keeping those squared hips, go for it. Okay, so that's a self-adjustment. Beautiful. Fanning your upper fingertips. Breathe. And breathe some more. One more full breath in. Fill. Exhale. Helicopter up. Warrior two. Inhale. Reverse. Up and back you go. Low push-up. Exhale. Everything out. Begin again. Inhale. Upward dog. Clean slate. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Let's take a huge breath in and a sigh. So healthy to sigh. Bend your knees, tippy toes, sit bones high, lengthen. Exhale, your heels come down toward the mat. Keep your feet where they are. Spin both heels to the left. Good. Come back to center. Spin your heels to the right. Good. Back to center. Bend your knees a lot. Look forward and hop or walk to the front. Big toes together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Bend your knees, drop your hips, sweep your arms to the sky. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bring your hands to your heart and take your twist. Left elbow sneaking past your right thigh. Now stay with this twist. Stay where you are, but look down and step your left foot back, twisting crescent lunge. Yeah, you've been here before. Your body knows this. You're pressing your left heel back, and so what if you wobbled or you fell? Just try again with a little smile and a little bit of attitude. Now draw your belly in and up and helicopter up to warrior two. So back into this powerful pose. Feel the energy, the prana of this pose. Inhale, reverse, up and back you go. Stay with the reverse, but straighten your right knee on track. Now breathe into the right side line of your body, from the right baby toe all the way up to your right pinky finger, lighting it up. So it's all about breath and light and creating space. Now, reach forward across a very long countertop and then reach down, Trikonasana, first just below the knee. So start right here, just below the knee for fun, left hand to the sky. Because most often you're gonna bring your hand too low and then stick your glutes out, and you don't wanna do that. Now, if you wanna sneak your hand a little bit lower, go for it. Breathe here. This is a cooling pose, a water pose. So feel your body starting to cool down a little bit. And then reach your left fingertips towards the front of your mat, tucking your right hip under, peeling your left hip open, maybe right fingertips as well. That's more core work. It has nothing to do with your low back. So this practice will heal your low back. It healed mine. It's all about core. Good. Now bring your left hand to the sky and let it pull you up to standing. Uddiyana, belly in and up. Bring your hands to your hips and square off to the front of the room. Step your back foot in a bit. And then as you inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. Really reach for the stars. Why not? And then reach forward across a long countertop, a lot of length, and then down. Parivrtta Trikonasana. Now first, let's start out first with the block. So place your left hand down and your right hand on top of your left hand with these beautiful square hips. Okay? Now, if you can keep those hips, leave your left hand down and reach your right arm to the sky. Parivrtta Trikonasana. Feel the scissoring of your hips and the opening of your heart and the transformation beginning. Breathe. Okay, so it's all about the power of the focus of your mind. If you can train your mind, you got it all lined up. Now, draw your belly in and up and helicopter up to warrior two. Expansion. Inhale, reverse. Up and back you go. And then exhale down. Low push-up. Breathe it all out. Begin again. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Pause. Look over your left shoulder. Back to center, right shoulder. Back to center in downward dog, exhale. Now a big breath in and a sigh. You're doing so great. Come back to that intention again and again. Come back to your breath again and again. This is a practice. Now, step your left foot forward. Spin your right heel flat and inhale your arms high, warrior one. Draw your belly in and up, Uddiyana, and fly into eagle. So right leg over, right arm under, Garuda Asana. Elbows are up at shoulder height. Gaze is steady, tucking your tail under, lengthening your spine. Breathe. Fingertips alive. Focusing, so using the eagle as a teacher. Focus gaze like a laser. Now step back into warrior two, so a huge step back. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse, up and back you go. And then straighten your left knee on track. Bring your hands to your hips and point your toes to the side of the room. Hands are on your hips. Inhale, look up, a baby back bend. And then exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands down to the earth. Palms flat. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, melt forward. So your fingertips line up with your toes. So if I had a yardstick, your fingertips would line up. If that doesn't feel good for your low back, you can have your hands further forward. If you're super flexible today, you can sneak your hands further back. Good. Now squeeze your thighs as you isometrically draw your elbows toward each other. Palms are flat, feeling the earth energy shooting up through your palms, that red, beautiful grounding energy. Good. Now inhale to a flat back, a lot of length. Exhale, your hands to your hips. Let your leg strength bring you up to standing. So leg strength, not your back. Square off to the front of the room. Step your back foot in a little bit and inhale your left arm to the sky. Good. Bend your right knee. Catch the inside of your right foot. Thumb is pointing up. Square your hips and hinge forward. Natarajasana, dancer's pose. Breathe. Now, in this pose, it's really important to have a drishti point, one spot on which to focus. One more huge breath in, and then exhale, step back, warrior two. Good. Inhale, reverse, up and back. Helicopter down, low push-up, breathe it all out. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, tippy toes, sit bones high, lengthen. Exhale, your heels come down. Now, check in with your body here and notice, are you stuck anywhere? Are you stuck in your mind somewhere? Are you thinking about something? Send light and breath to that area. Now, step your right foot forward, spin your left heel flat, and inhale your arms high, warrior one. Good. Hips are squared. As you inhale, fly into eagle. So left leg over, left arm under, Garuda Asana. Breathing. Now, if this is too much today for you, you can always bring your left big toe down to the earth as a little kickstand. Breathing. Good. Hips are square to the front of the room, tucking your tail under. Now one more. Inhale, and then exhale, step back into warrior two. A lot of expansion. Inhale, reverse your warrior, up and back you go. And then straighten your right knee on track. Bring your hands to your hips and point all your toes to the left side of the room. This time interlace your fingertips behind your back. And as you inhale, look up, take a little back bend, opening the front line of your body and your heart chakra. And then exhale and fold forward. Prasarita Padottanasana C. Now, if you're feeling tight today in your shoulders, you can use a strap, you can use a towel, you can use a shirt, whatever you have handy. So you can practice yoga anywhere. I've practiced yoga on a moving train from Boston to Miami while I was pregnant. That was pretty much the most challenging practice I've ever had, but I practiced. Begin to bend one knee and the other and sway your torso a little bit side to side. Finding the fluidity here on your mat that you will find in your life as well, that will help your life to flow beautifully and easily, to connect with that higher flow. Now release your hands down to the earth, palms flat. Inhale to a long flat back. Exhale your hands to your hips and let your leg strength bring you right on up. So it's leg strength. How you doing? Remember to breathe. Square off to the front of the room. Step your back foot in a little bit and then inhale your right arm to the sky. Really reach. Drop your left arm by your side. Bend your left knee. Catch the inside of your foot. Square your hips and hinge forward. Natsurajasana, dancer's pose. So most often I see people grab the outside of their foot and I see them twist their arm like this. Okay, that's gonna hurt. Don't do that. Grab the inside like a forehand. All right, one more breath. Warrior two, step back. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse. Up and back you go. Exhale down, low push-up. Breathe it all out and begin again. Inhale, upward dog. Pause. Exhale, downward facing dog. So revisiting again your intention. Revisiting again your breath. It's a practice. Now inhale to high push-up. Draw your belly in and up, Uddiyana, and slowly lower down to the earth. On 3, this is a core exercise. 2 and 1, lie down. Oh, lie down. Feel how good that hardwood floor or the carpeted floor, wherever you are, feels. And notice that. So notice that the reason it feels so good is that you've moved so much stuck energy out of your body. So everything is about energy. Everything is about energy. So if you mind your energy, if you tend to your energy every single day and keep it clean and clear, your life's gonna rock. You're gonna transform everything. Your relationships, your work, your school, your fun, everything will be so much better and easier. Now, interlace your fingertips behind your back. Lift your heart and lift your straight thighs up off the mat. Shalambhasana. So looking down to lengthen your spine and breathing. So your feet are about hips width. Good. Breathe. One more full breath in, fill. And then exhale, come down. Head to the other side and rest. So rest is very important. So we work hard and then we rest. Notice if you have that balance in your life. And if you don't, just notice, set an intention and shift it. Okay, so no drama. Leave the drama out. Now bend your knees, catch the tops of your feet or your ankles. Lift your heart and let your thighs draw you up. Dhanurasana, bow pose. So again, your knees are hips width. I see people move their knees way too far out, so just be mindful of that. Open heart, breathing. Breathing. So the breath is more important than this pose. One more full breath in, fan your toes, and then gently come down. Oh, keep your knees bent, and then windshield wipe your feet gently, side to side. So wipers on low. So when I teach in New York City, you should see those wipers. They're on high. High energy in New York City. All right, come back to center. Press your palms flat. And come on up onto all fours, tabletop. All fours. And then stand up onto your knees for camel, Ustrasana. So standing up onto your knees, bring your hands to your low back. Fingertips point up to the sky. Good. And then as you inhale, lengthen your spine. So the crown of your head reaches up. And then as you exhale, drop back. One day, bringing your hands to your heels. Maybe not today, that's fine. Listen to your body. Opening the front line of your body, not crunching your low back. One more full breath in, and then leg strength brings you up to tabletop. Back into tabletop, and then into downward facing dog or child's pose. So you choose what feels right for my body right now. So Philippe chose downward dog today, but maybe tomorrow he'll choose child's pose. Good, now take one more big breath in, fill. Exhale, empty. Look forward, draw your belly in and up, and hop through your hands to seated. Lie down onto your back to set up for Setu Bandhasana. So for bridge, bring your feet 2 to 3 inches from your hips, hip width, and if you straighten your arms, your fingertips will just brush your heels. And your feet are directly under your knees. Now lift your hips up, shimmy your shoulders in, and then interlace your fingertips underneath your back. Now the tendency here is to squeeze your glutes, but don't do that. Squeeze your quads and relax your glutes. So a lot of what we're doing on our yoga mat is unlearning. Okay, so we're unlearning these old tapes that we've been carrying around in our lives for a long time on this journey. So as you unlearn, create what you do want. Focus on what you do want. Now bring your hips 1 more inch higher and then gently come down. Good. You're doing great. Doing your best with breath. Now reset your feet and bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Fingertips face down your back. Scoop your tail. Exhale. Press up into a back bend. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Now, first stage, your crown of your head would be on the mat. Outer edges of your feet are parallel. There's the first stage. Outer edges of your feet are parallel. And breathe. 1 more full breath in. And then in wheel, tuck your chin and come on down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet come together. Knees splay outward. Arms come up above your head on the earth. And just breathe here. So this is your prana, your life force that you're feeling right now. Your body feels amazing. You feel calm yet energized. And this you actually have within you every moment of every day as you walk your path in this journey. So now you've just tapped into it. And you can't buy this, you can't steal it, you can't give it away. You did this, you created this. So feel proud. And remember, you can do this every day. You can feel this good every day. It lasts for about 24 to 48 hours. For me, 24. All right, straighten your legs, lengthen your body. Get super long first. So first you create length, and then hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Releasing your low back. Ujjayi, inhaling through your nose, exhaling out through your nose. Now, happy baby. Catch onto the insides of the soles of your feet and draw your knees downward. So you started this pose when you were about 3 months old in your crib. We have 5 children, and I've watched all of them move through this pose with so much grace. And they have no idea it's a yoga pose, obviously. So you're going back to how you were created. Now release your feet and bring your straight legs up to the sky. Arms by your sides, or you can sit on your hands. This is Viparita Karani. Now you can stay here, or you can rock up into shoulder stand. Now in shoulder stand, the alignment is that your feet are directly above your hips. Good, and breathing. So the beautiful thing about an inversion is that you're able to see things from a whole different place, from a whole different perspective. Oftentimes when we are stressed out, or we're in the middle of a drama, or we're depressed or unhappy for some reason, we really can't see the other side. So this is a wonderful pose, or any inversion really, to help you to flip things upside down and see a different perspective. Now bend your knees to your forehead and pause. Now as you pause here, visualize your low back opening, and whatever you're holding in that low back just comes melting out. So we hold a lot of trauma and fear in our low back. Now visualize it as a color: black, red, purple, or green. Good, now straighten your knees towards, and bring your toes towards the earth. If they touch, they don't have to touch, but if they touch, straighten your arms and interlace your fingers. If they don't touch, just keep supporting your hips or your low back. Now, squeeze your glutes here to lift your tailbone and lengthen your spine. So remember, it's all about length and creating space. Good. Now bend your knees to your forehead or to your ears, Karnapidasana, rounding your spine. Again, visualize your low back opening, and then whatever you're holding there is just melting out. You're going to feel so free and clean and clear after this practice. I'm so excited for you. Now, slowly release down one vertebra at a time. No rush. One vertebra. And then bring your hands underneath your knees. Knees are bent. And rock and roll up and back. 2 to 3 times. Rock and roll. And then come to seated. Come to seated and straighten your legs in front of you. Good. Now sit on your hands so your thumbs touch. And lie back into Matsyasana, fish pose. So this is a beautiful counter pose to an inversion. The crown of your head is moving toward the earth. It might not touch, that's okay. And you're arching your spine, squeezing your thighs and pointing your toes. This is so good for your metabolism, your lymph system, and your thyroid. So there's huge thyroid issues going on right now in this country. Everyone I know is on thyroid medicine. This will actually help to balance the thyroid. Now gently release down and hug your knees into your chest. Again, rock side to side, releasing that low back. Good, now bring your hands underneath your knees and rock and roll up and back a few more times and meet me in downward dog. So you can just step right into downward dog if you've kind of had it by now, or you can vinyasa. So for vinyasa, high push-up, low push-up, upward dog, downward dog. That's what vinyasa means. Beautiful. Now, step your feet together and reach your left straight leg to the sky, left leg high. Now reach it 2 inches higher. I am, I will, and I can. Bend your knee and open up your hip. Square your hips and sail into half pigeon. So for half pigeon, your left leg is between a 30 and a 90-degree angle. Your hips are squared. Top of your right foot presses into the earth. And then you fold forward, you melt your body forwards. This is an intense hip opening pose. And when you start out, usually you'll be at more like a 30-degree angle, and you just kind of move forward as your hips open up. Frequently, a lot of emotions come up in this pose because we hold a lot in our hips. So as you begin to open them, stuff just bubbles up. So just let it bubble up and just watch. You might get emotional, you might get angry, you might cry. It's all good. It's all good. So you're exactly where you need to be. So this moment is as it should be. Breathing here. So I teach a class at 4:30 in the morning at one of our yoga studios, Prana Power Yoga Newton. And it's dark out, and I turn on pink twinkle lights. And as I was leaving today, one of my students said, "Oh, you're filming the video today. Good luck with that." And I said, "Thank you so much, but I don't need any luck." And she laughed because she knows me well, and she reads my blogs and stuff. So I don't believe in luck. I believe in alignment. And when you are aligned, as this yoga practice will help you to be, anything is possible. Everything is possible if you believe. And the belief and the faith will come with alignment. So really all you need to do is show up to your mat and set an intention and breathe. You don't have to think it through. In fact, please don't think it through. Leave all the thoughts off of your mat. And then allow the universe to create it, whatever it is, whatever your wish is, whatever the miracle is that you want today. And you should have wishes. Life is supposed to be fun. Get on your mat, put it up to the universe, and then let go. Breathe and allow. So most often, things aren't happening in our lives because we're resisting. We're up in our minds and we're resisting, and this practice really helps you to allow, to soften, and to open and let go. Now, take one more big breath in and a big breath out. Another big breath in and a big exhale. And then one more big breath in. Really fill your body with the light. And a big exhale. Good, you're doing great. Now press your palms flat. Curl your back toes under and reach your left leg back and up for a three-legged dog. Now bend your knee and open that hip up. And then place your left foot back down onto the earth, downward dog. Walk out your dog a little bit. Just notice, wow, my body feels different. My mind feels different. And then step your feet together towards each other. They don't have to touch. And reach your right straight leg to the sky. And then reach it 2 inches higher. So I am, I will, and I can. Good. Bend your knee and open that hip again. Squaring your hips. Sail into half pigeon on the other side. So again, your right leg is between a 30 and a 90-degree angle. Hips are squared. Your left foot presses down into the earth. Your right foot is dorsiflexed, and then you melt forward. Huge hip opener. And eventually, this pose will feel like you're getting a massage. Like it will feel really, really nice with time and opening. So I talk a lot about the law of attraction and what I call deliberate creation, which is using my thoughts and my words to create my reality. And what's so amazing about deliberate creation is that you can start it right now. In fact, you already are doing it. If you're unconscious, it's not deliberate, but you are creating with your thoughts and your words. So make a decision whether you want to be deliberate about your creating or not. And hopefully you will want to be deliberate and you want to create your best life ever. And anyone can do this, just like anyone can do this yoga practice. It's all about accessibility and real life. And this practice and deliberate creation, consciously choosing your thoughts and your words to create your reality, will transform your life immediately. So it's not like, oh, in a couple years or in a couple months, or try this for a while. Like immediately you will see a change for the better. Now keep breathing into your body. Keep lighting up your body with your breath. And then when you're in a challenging moment later today or tonight, you'll use that breath, probably unconsciously, to calm you and to focus you. Focusing on that which you do want and not that which you don't. So the tendency for humans, for us all, is to focus on what we don't want. Can you believe that? Why did he say that? Why did she do that? I can't believe I did that. Why did I blow that? All those things. You know how your mind goes. Your mind likes to suffer. But with practice, discipline, and intention, you can learn how to focus on what you do want. So in a moment of contrast, when something is happening that isn't the best ever, you can say, okay, I don't love that. So I'm going to focus on this, and this is what I want to create. So that's what contrast is about. It's just showing you what you don't want so you can focus on what you do. Now take another deep breath in, all through your body, and a big breath out. Another deep breath in, and a big breath out. Good. One more huge breath in. You're doing great. And a big exhale. Now press your palms flat. Curl your back toes under and reach your right leg back and up. Three-legged dog. Bend your knee and open your hip. And place your right foot back down onto the earth, downward facing dog. Walking out your dog one last time. Good, now bend both knees a lot. Look forward, draw your belly in and up, and hop through your hands to seated. Lie down onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Straightening your right knee to the earth. Take your spinal twist. So your left knee comes over. Your left arm is out like a wing. Gaze over your left fingertips and close your eyes. So it doesn't matter if your knee touches the earth, but you do want to keep those shoulders flat on the earth. Come back to center and hug both knees into your chest. And straighten your left knee to the earth. Spinal twist, other side. So right knee comes over. Right arm is out like a wing. Gaze over your fingertips and close your eyes. So with your eyes closed, visualize and feel the essence of you moving through your day or your evening from this calm, clear center. So things flowing as you want them to go, and when they don't, you're remaining calm and with a high, beautiful vibration. Okay, so whatever you picture, you will always get. Now come back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. And take Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of your feet come together, knees splay outward, palms are open, but your eyes are closed. So I show up to my mat. I breathe into my body. I release resistance, and I remember who I am. And then I walk through the world with integrity and grace. Now straighten your legs for full Shavasana. Get very comfortable and then get very still. So you've worked hard to get to this point. Now let your body integrate all the amazing work that you've done. And have the best day ever. Namaste. Congratulations, you just finished a practice that will shift your whole day or evening. So Prana Power Yoga will transform you, and I highly recommend that you're disciplined about it and do it regularly. And it will help you to just flow with what happens in your life as you walk this journey. As I just flowed through teaching you this video. I originally thought it would be 60 minutes, but it ended up being a bit longer, and I went with that because that was my intuition and that was the higher flow. So my hope for you is that you can listen to that intuition as well, because it's always spot on, it's always right on. Your mental body, your mind will tell you differently, but follow your heart and you will always be on track. So you're right on track. This moment is as it should be, and I'm rooting for you. Have the best day ever. Namaste.